So today I want to talk to all of you homeowners in Wichita Falls or Texas that have a mortgage on your property with an escrow account included in it, meaning your taxes and your insurance are paid through your mortgage. I'm going to give you some really vital information coming up. Stay tuned, we're getting started right now. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Debbie Dobbins. I'm your host for this episode of Your Wichita Falls. And as some of you know, I'm a real estate entrepreneur, so I do all things real estate. But I love Wichita Falls and I love to share about our community and our history and all of the things that are magical and wonderful about this community. And if you know nothing about this channel and this is the first time you've landed here, I would appreciate it so much if you would subscribe, hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll be notified every single time we upload a new video. So let's get started. For homeowners, I know that you are about to get a notification, or you may have already, from your lender because the real estate taxes went up last year. And why is it just now happening right at this moment when the increase happened last May? Well, here's how an escrow account for your taxes and insurance with a lender works. They know from wherever they're starting. Let's say you've had it for a number of years, they're going by the previous year, or it's brand new and you just bought the house a year ago before the increase, and they go by whatever the taxes were at that point. So let's say that you bought a house last March, a year ago, and the taxes had not been increased at that point because the tax appraisal district came in and appraised in May of last year. The bill came out the end of October, the beginning of November, and most lenders don't pay them until basically December. Sometimes they'll wait till the very end in January because they're not late in our state of Texas until January 30th of the next year. Let's say they reappraised in 2022 May. The bill came out in November of 2022. Your lender paid in December, the end of December. And now what they're doing, they go through this escrow analysis because they can see, they got algorithms and computers, and we used to do this by hand in all of these servicing companies. So they can see that there's not enough money in your escrow account to support the new taxes. So what do? Well, they have to make your payment commensurate with 1/12 of the amount that's due every year. So what the easiest equation, it's really simple. You take however much you owe, divided by 12, that's how much is added to your monthly payment. So let's say that last year, your taxes were $1,200 a year. I'm just using round numbers, they're way higher than that. So your taxes were $1,200 a year when you bought the house in March. They raised them to $2,400 because of the new assessed value in May. Your lender has been taking $100 a month out of your payment based on the $1,200. They get to December, they see they have to pay $2,400 now for your taxes because they increased them. There's not enough money in your escrow account. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, because there might be some overlap from your insurance. But let's just say it straight. There's $1,200 shortage in that escrow account. Where does it come from? Well, your lender will advance it because they have to pay the taxes. So it shows up in your escrow account on your statement as a minus $1,200. Well, that money has to come from somewhere. Now, they know going forward, they have to start collecting $200 a month, but it doesn't make up for the shortage. So they're going to send you a notification. You have one of two options. You either pay the shortage of that $1,200, give them a check, or they add it to your payment. So here's a real life scenario. The taxes that they have to collect went up to $200 a month, and the money that they're going to collect for the shortage went up to $100 a month. So now your payment to your mortgage company is $300 a month on top of your principal and interest instead of $100 a month. To have a $200 increase on your payment when you think you're in a fixed rate mortgage and that your payment doesn't change is pretty devastating. Here's what is important. And I unfortunately can't do anything about last year's taxes. I cannot. But I did do a video saying that this was about to happen and that you wanted to start putting money aside. And the other thing, and going forward this year, I don't suspect it's going to be as bad, but I have a feeling they're going to continue to raise the property taxes because we did have an upswing in valuations in the first part of 2022. So they're going to go by all of that, and your property will be assessed again as of January 1st, 2023 in May of this year. And it could go up. And I did a couple of videos on protesting your taxes. I did a community meeting on protesting your taxes. You really want to be able to be in control of your mortgage payment by looking at those things called taxes and insurance and how to mitigate those. One option you have is not to let somebody else escrow your money, and you know when those things happen and you can take care of them yourself. That's a different conversation, and I'll talk about it on another video. But I just wanted to let you know that you probably should be looking out right now, if you are a homeowner and your property taxes and insurance are included in your payment, that you should be receiving or have already received a notification that these taxes have gone up and your payment is going to increase. My recommendation is that you go ahead and just pay the shortage, and then your payment is not going to be so high. It's not going to be comfortable, I'm going to tell you. I wish everyone had watched the video that I did back in May, and then I did another one in July. But I'm telling you now, I want you to be aware that it's about to happen. And you can, if it hasn't happened yet, you can go to your mortgage statement and see how much money there is in your escrow account and get an idea of what that's going to look like. So, I know this wasn't the best news video, but the fact is that you need to be prepared for these things, because it's already difficult when you go to the gas station and the supermarket. Now your mortgage company is going to serve you a little unhappy meal on a plate. So there's 2 more videos coming up, and if you want to talk about this or anything else, there's a link to a Zoom conference call on the first comments below, and I would love to hear from you. And as I always say, y'all come back now, you hear? Bye-bye.